first question is your name and the spelling. Okay.
Mark Gershman, Gershman.
Is it M-A-R-C or K?
With a K.
And you've done how many marathons?
107.
Talk about how you got into it.
Actually, it was my coworkers at my previous job. They were going to San Diego to run a half marathon, and I thought this is something I could do, and I wanted to get fit and to lose some weight. And I ended up going over there, and I ran the half, and it's like, this is pretty easy, and I got hooked immediately. I said I wanted to take on a full marathon.
So how often do you do monthly? How many a year do you average?
I usually run somewhere between 5 and 8 marathons a year.
Talk about, so do you obviously train for it? You said it was easy, but do you train?
I'm in constant training. I try to do, when I'm healthy, between 40 and 50 miles a week in training. And then I do shorter distance races between the marathons, 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons, in between the full marathons.
Has any one marathon been very challenging to you so far?
The Prescott Marathon was pretty challenging just because of the elevation and of the incline. Other than that, I've seemed to soldier through them.
Talk about when you train, do you stretch, do you cool down, do you warm up? Talk about your protocol for that.
When I train, I usually walk the first couple miles, and then after that I'll stop and stretch a little bit after I've been warmed up, and then I'll continue on with my mileage for that day.
So we're doing a story about overuse of athletes overusing the bodies. Talk about what happened to you.
Well, I was on a long run. I was on a 17-mile weekend run. Usually you do your long runs on the weekends. And I was into about mile 9, mile 10 of my run, and my piriformis seized up immediately where I could not fire my glutes. And I had to stop dead in my tracks, and I knew something was wrong.
So what happened after that? Did you have to, what was the treatment for that?
I had, the treatment was first to see what exactly what had happened, and I ended up having an MRI, and they said, first of all, you're going to need some rest and see if it calms down a little bit. And then I moved on to treatment because it just wasn't getting any better. So I've had deep tissue massage, I've done some PRP, I've had dry needling, some electrical stimulation done now, and to work out the kinks and work out the pain and to get the flexibility back in my glute area.
So are you back running again?
I'm back running, but my mileage, volume, and my speed are down right now as it's healing.
What would you recommend to somebody who is running marathons? Is there a way you can avoid this?
I'm not sure. It probably came from overuse, and it's basically your gait mechanics. And I started later in life, so I think the injuries are just now starting to happen. I have many friends that are very proficient runners that are literally running half my speed, and they are more injury prone just because of such the high speed. So I think I've been blessed just by my pace being a little bit slower.
So when you said you're going a little bit slower, you're not doing as much volume.
Correct.
Is there anything else that has resulted that you're trying to avoid getting this condition?
I'm trying to stretch more, stay more hydrated, taking anti-inflammatories, which has helped considerably. And I recently did have a cortisone shot to relieve the pain, and it has worked very well.
Talk about the exhilaration of finishing a marathon. Why do you do it? Is that why you do it?
It never gets old. I get to the start line and wonder why I'm doing it again, and then I get to the finish line and realize why I have done it again. It's a personal accomplishment. It's so neat that you can line up next to world-class athletes and be in the same sport. You can't do that in any other sport. And 26.2 miles is 26.2 miles, whether you're running a 5-minute mile or a 10-minute mile.
Is there anything I'd ask you'd like to add?
It's a sport that gives more away than it takes. It's a lifestyle. The camaraderie, my friends, of my coworkers, my work place is very supportive of what I do. They work around my marathon scheduling, my traveling, and my training. It's good for me mentally and physically. I've run on behalf of charities for their causes, and my friends and my coworkers have been very gracious in donating on behalf of those causes.